So, good morning, gentlemen. So today I'm going to speak about topic, and that is means we are very fascinating about this topic in the 2026 because of the geopolitics. We know that even at that time that the Russia-Ukraine war is still continue, the Iran-USA war is still continue because, and we knew that, and we also noticed that in there are many countries they are not like fighting on the previous one like we saw that in the in the World War First and in the World War Second the countries are fighting each other means they are doing means we can say that means they are traveling on the one side they cross the border areas and fighting with each other on that particular area, okay. But in 2026 the war is not going on just the military, okay. The war is still means growing on different types of technology. So now we are going to study of different types of warfares, okay. So first of all we know understand our previous methods, okay, like in the like we did in the World War First and the World War Second. The same method we are continue using, but there are some other warfares that they enhance the military capabilities. Okay, to if we want to attack any country, okay, any country, any nations, we use these type of warfares rather than just the military intervention in the other country. Okay, so number one thing that we use the that previously used the same thing that we are continue using that it does not think that this is that the previously war like we draw something like we use the military forces like they attacked on each other's basis and anything like this does not, and it means the war is changing. If I'm going to tell you about 5 to 6 type of new warfares that we notice today. Okay, if we're talking about the number one thing that is conventional warfares, like the previously wars we saw in the World War II, they use missiles, weapons, like assault rifles, each other. They are just attacking each other. Okay, there is a not we can say there's not use of any technology. But in the today's war time, we are going to see number one thing is the drone warfare, like the economy is growing, like the military modernization is growing, also the drones plays one very important role in the today's modernization, okay, especially the military because they know they are very capable. If they want, if we want like drone is we if we take means we take advantage of drone in many various like drone help in the surveillance and reconnaissance, okay, drone help in the logistic support system, don't help in the like to we can say that to keep surveillance in the border areas, porous borders. They are used in the electronic warfare, jamming. I mean these are the system that they think, and that we know that drones how drone play a major role in the war zone, okay, wartime. So this is the drone warfare. On the other hand, we're talking about this cyber security warfare, how the cybers, because we know that country are still progressing, and China the most means we can say our most dangerous neighboring country, okay. We have threat from the China because they are using continue the cyber attacks on our government official, government sites, infrastructure like our energy department, security department, on all that means they are using the cyber attacks without being intervention and without being present in the Indian territory, but they are still operating from the their own territory. This shows the like the level of technology that they are growing. Okay, this is a cyber technology, cyber warfare. Number third, we're talking about the economic warfare, like how what is the economic warfare, like the still the Russia and Ukraine war going on. The USA put sanctions on the Russia from to any country. They put sanctions on the Russia's buying oil, like their crude oil, their natural gas, their weapons. So this is economic warfare. Why these countries want to what the USA get from this sanction? Because they know that Russia is the major. We can say that Russia is a major competitor, revival of the USA. So they wants to put sanction on the Russia that they does not want to grow above the USA. That's why they put sanction. This is the economic warfare. Another was a political intervention in other country, like we saw in the Bangladesh, we saw in the Nepal protest, because these countries, if they don't like any country, if they want to put pressure on that country, if they want, we can say that, if they want that this person does not rule any country, so they means they are intervention in that political structure here there, and they are trying to disrupt that government. So this is all about the political structure. Now this is the also, we can say, the hybrid warfare, like use of technology, use of drones, use of, we can say that, artificial intelligence, use of everything that you can damage any country. The hybrid gray war zone, this is another the hybrid version. This is another the hybrid warfare, because we know we use the cyber attacks, we use the drone technology, we use the satellites, we use in navigation, we use the maritime security, means we want everything that they put pressure on that country. Number six is that proxy wars, like now we see that in that war, particular war, USA Iran war, like Iran is getting involved to provide funds, armament, ammunition, drugs, cyber technology, missiles to these proxies groups, like the Hamas, Houthi is like in the Hamas, in the Gaza, like Houthis in the Yemen. So these, they provide the every type of support these to these organizations that they help in that country. Okay. Another type of war, we can say, that is asymmetrical war. What is asymmetrical war? In the recent times, we saw that war between the war is going on between the Iran and US. If we compare their defense budget and all that, USA is far better than the Iran. But why is Iran so going on? Why is Iran means not judged out of this war? Because they are using proxy wars. They are using their attack on their USA vulnerabilities, like how they attack, like they know that USA has some vulnerable points, like they attack on their bases in that Middle East, different bases. So USA can't put uh, one attention on that particular base. You have to put focus on the overall. That's why the war is not going to end. So these all type, no, I would like to mention that all type of war that I discussed with you. No, I would like to we can say that I would like to say again. Okay, we talked about the drone warfare, we talked about the cyber technology warfare, we talked about the economic warfare, we talked about the political warfare, we talked about the maritime warfare, we talked about the artificial warfare, we talked about the asymmetrical warfare, like political warfare, economic warfare, like proxy wars, like hybrid wars, like asymmetrical wars, like gray war zone wars, okay, and maritime wars, artificial intelligence warfare. So these are the some wartime zones. Okay, there is another that I would like to add, that is electronic warfare. How they play a major role, like these countries are still working. The main thing is that their radars. Okay, so electric warfare means they jam their electromagnetic spectrums or electromagnetic waves that provide the major source, that provide the major power to that opponent. That's why their electronic warfare is the still most important in that particular warfare. So these all type of warfare. Thank you.